There is a fear that sits in the back of every man's mind. A fear so quiet, it rarely speaks. But it rules everything. It's not the fear of death, or pain, or failure. It's the fear of insignificance, of living your entire life and realizing the world never noticed you were here. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." But what most men never grasp is that before you can be feared, you must become unforgettable. And that is where the war begins, inside yourself. You wake up every morning surrounded by noise. People running, chasing, posting, pretending. Everyone screaming for attention, yet no one powerful enough to be remembered. That's the modern tragedy. Men have traded purpose for distraction, ambition for approval. They scroll for validation, while their potential bleeds out in silence. But the few, the dangerous few, understand something deeper. They know that the game of power is not played in public. It's played in the shadows of your own discipline. While others perform, you prepare. While they talk, you calculate. While they chase comfort, you build your empire brick by unseen brick. This is not motivation. This is war strategy. The fear no one speaks of is not that you'll fail. It's that you'll succeed in mediocrity. That you'll build a life so comfortable, it quietly kills every ounce of greatness inside you. Most men think fear is weakness. They're wrong. Fear is a compass. It shows you where your power hides. Every time you feel that tightness in your chest before you act, that's not the signal to run. It's the invitation to rise. Because power doesn't come from being fearless. It comes from mastering fear, using it like fuel. Control the emotion, and you control the battlefield. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He wrote not for kings, but for those who wanted to rule. He knew power is not granted, it's taken. Not with violence, but with vision. Not through force, but through understanding. He warned that men are simple, easily deceived by appearances. They worship confidence, even if it's hollow. They follow strength, even if it's cruel. And they despise the ones who remind them of their weakness. That's why most will hate you when you rise, because your progress exposes their stagnation. Your courage mirrors their fear, and they'll call you arrogant, cold, ruthless, because it's easier than admitting you became what they couldn't. So don't seek their love. Seek their respect. And when respect turns into envy, smile. Because that's the sound of your evolution. Brother, listen to me carefully. You were not born to blend in. You were born to build, to lead, to dominate your corner of the world. But power will demand a price, isolation. You will lose people. You will outgrow circles. You will walk alone for seasons. But understand, solitude is not punishment. It's preparation. It's where men sharpen their minds into weapons. The crowd will always tell you to be humble, to be nice, to be like everyone else, because they need you small to feel safe. But humility without confidence is submission, and kindness without boundaries is weakness. Never confuse virtue with vulnerability. The world doesn't reward those who play fair. It rewards those who play smart. And that's the dark truth the weak refuse to face. To move through life like a strategist, you must learn to hide your emotions, mask your intentions, and speak less than you know. Because every word you reveal is ammunition in the hands of your enemy. And every silence you keep is a fortress they can't breach. People say, don't be manipulative. But manipulation is simply the art of influence. It's how you survive in a world built on perception. The question isn't whether you manipulate. It's how consciously you do it. Every powerful man carries two faces. The one he shows the world, calm, measured, in control. And the one he hides, calculating, ruthless, determined. If you want to rise, you must learn to live between the two. Because power doesn't belong to the strongest, or the loudest. It belongs to the most disciplined mind, the one who watches without reacting, who plans without announcing, who moves when the moment is perfect, not when the emotion demands it. That's the difference between a man who plays the game and a man who owns it. So, brother, let me leave you with this truth. Fear is not your enemy. It's your map. It's the silent teacher pointing toward the version of you the world isn't ready for yet. Use it. Feed on it. Let it burn away everything weak, hesitant, and uncertain inside you. And when you finally rise, don't explain, don't justify, just stand there silent and unshakable, while the world wonders how you became untouchable. Because that's the fear no one speaks of. The fear of the man who has mastered himself. And that man, brother, is the most dangerous creature alive.